Hei folk, velkommen tilbake til Game of Thrones. Det er litt ny bakgrunn her som dere ser, fordi at de er med pappa. Jeg bruker ikke rekorde så ofte når jeg er her, men jeg gjør det i hvert fall nå. Uansett, vi skal fortsette på Game of Thrones. Nei, ikke sånn. Sånn. Så i forrige episode så begynte vi akkurat å spille som en ny karakter som heter Mira, om jeg ikke tar helt feil. Ok, Game of Thrones. Da starter vi. Den musikken her er sånn skikkelig sånn, ja, digg. Ok, da fortsetter vi på episoden.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it should be. Ok, så nå er vi sånn basically tilbake der vi var. Så jeg sjekker gjennom litt sånn stuff i den kista her. Hvis du ikke vet hva det var, så kan du sjekke ut slutten av forrige episode. Uansett, la oss se oss litt rundt i rommet her. Ok, ikke noe spesielt der. Her da.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Åh. Hun vet vel ikke at han er død,
I
eller?
hope to see them all someday.
Vel, han er ikke nok død, så ja. Det får han nok ikke.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally. Especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Vent, hva det brev fra fru Skogvokter? I'm not sure. Vel, noen banker på oss, så vi får sjekke hvem det er. Ok, greit, fine, jeg kjenner.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Ok, helst gir han legge oppi der.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right?
I stedet så hadde han basically
If you don't
ingenting i
mind my
hånda sin.
asking, you seem rather upset.
It's private. I'd rather not say.
Of course, milady. I didn't mean to pry.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Hva er det
You
steien
work
av
for
det?
Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Perhaps you should come back later.
Of course, milady.
Han spør litt vel mye, liksom. Han har ingenting med det å gjøre, så fuck off, liksom. Ikke for å være sånn douchebag-kjensjent eller noe sånt, men ja. Dette er Lady Marjorie, eller?
You're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
God
See if
Marjorie,
the Queen
dama.
Regent is ready to receive
Han var
us.
veldig lettredd. Ikke dette gjør noe. Fjetter han fyren der.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Okay.
Good luck.
Jeg føler at den personen jeg skal snakke med nå er veldig racist mot folk fra Norden. Ja, dette der jern fra noen.
You can do this.
Jeg vet ikke om det bare er utidelig eller ikke, fordi de har veldig dårlig syn, men jeg tror det der er jern fra noen. Det er fett. Ok, så det her denne. Ja, det er vel det, ikke? Åh, der er han
Lady
dvergfyren!
Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Åh, fyren der er dritkul!
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission,
It's a son.
allow me to
Ah, it's a-
introduce
it's a-
Lady
it's a
Mira
laptop.
of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said.
Okay.
I won't stand for impertinence from a girl.
Har du
of the north.
mensen eller noe
If
sånt,
you would
tror
give
du
her the
meg?
chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They are noble, not traitors, Your Grace.
Noble? Perhaps once. For a northern house. But now they're merely dead. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father.
Oh, wow.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
Seriøst, de følger meg i trøbbel nå. Jeg
What
vet
would
ikke hva
you
jeg skal si
have to
for
go
noen
to,
av tingene her.
Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it
God.
quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
Var ikke det riktig svar?
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern
Jeg
girl.
vet ikke hva jeg
Not
gjør
very
nå.
encouraging either.
Jeg kommer til å tape denne diskusjonen her.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ok. Så det ikke engang halvveis bra, men sure. Men han Lord Tyrion-fyren, han dritkul, sånn seriøst. Jeg så en episode av Game of Thrones,
Mira,
av sesong 1,
I was worried.
og han bare var awesome, rett og slett. Jeg håper vi får spille som han også, men det får vi
Cersei has
sikkert
a way
ikke.
of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true.
What?
And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
Men hva faen var det nettopp sa nå?
Passionate, from what I've heard.
Jeg vet ikke hva som skjer, jeg
Perhaps
klarer ikke å
Lady
spille det med
Marjorie
en
could
gang.
make the
Jeg
right
tror jeg skal kjøpe noe
introductions.
sånt.
Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Og jeg likte meg som
Would
trophy
you marry
wives
Joffrey
da.
if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well, which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right, of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet
Okay,
they
så mitt
say it
forsvar
is
så visste
men
ikke
who are
det.
powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
Der ringte alarmen min nå.
There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
For fuck's sake, det er litt samme meldinga. Ok, skru av lyden på iPaden.
Go on. Ask.
If you could ask Joffrey to intervene on behalf of my family, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee. If Joffrey could send a raven and tell the Boltons no one at House Forrester is to be harmed.
That is no small request, especially now.
Faen, det er sånne retard sånne meldinger. Jeg ble
Joffrey knows
distrahert.
only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Ok, tror det gikk bra. Not sure, men ja. Ok, og med det så avsluttet vi denne episoden her. Absolutt alle valgene vi tok denne episoden her ikke jeg fikk det til helvete, så jeg håper det ikke skaper for store problemer hos andre. Uansett, sorry at jeg bruker jævlig lang tid på å lage episoden her. Jeg skal prøve å skjerpe meg, men det er bare... Ja, jeg har ikke så mye tid, og jeg trenger fritid da, liksom, så... Anyways, takk for at du så på. Trykk om det, bli med i trammen i dag, så snakkes vi i neste episode. Ha det bra.
I feel paralyzed.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Ok, jeg har aldri vært en lord før. Det blir interessant. Hey, jeg vet at
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected.
Shit.
He's come demanding justice.
Justice my ass.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
Vent, what? Castellan? Jeg trodde det var Castellian eller noe sånt. Vel, de bruker mange middelalderske ord i det spillet her, så sikkert derfor ikke jeg har hørt om det.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
Fine, if that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Så må prøve å gjøre mitt beste her, og da. Kan ikke bare være en kid, liksom. Hvorfor går jeg lenger inn i skogen nå? Han stod der bare og greie. Han pusset der. Jeg mener ikke for å...
They showed up unannounced.
Ikke for å være
Lord
kald,
Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
Man,
all the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll.
Down. Yes.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oathbreakers.
Aye, and look where that got him.
Hva skulle han liksom gjøre da?
No bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
My apologies. Please forgive us.
Forgive you? Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye, and we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Yes,
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Å nei, bollesveisfyren. Shit. Voksen
Your
drakk
man,
fang.
Squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Yeah, right.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason? You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
Your men attacked and drew first blood. They murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
Duncan. The Castellan sent him.
And you call yourself a lord? You're no lord. You're a fucking puppet. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Takk.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
Bitch. Hannibal Schweitzer. Det där är sån halvvägs bra bara.
He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Okay.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Ska vi se rådama här nu, eller? Vad det var voldsomt då? Vi fick ju være han Ethan fyren dritlenge, må jeg si. Ser vi på jernskogboksen da.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Hun liksom dattera til fru Skogokter i Skogokterhuset. Jeg tror jeg leste noe om det i kodeksen.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena. Ethan made this for me.
Oh yeah, Ethan blir ledende. Wow. Ja vel, okay. What to do now?
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday. King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Ja, jeg tror hun dattera til fru Skogokter. Uansett, vi har byttet mellom å spille som 3 fuckings personer i denne episoden her. Først, som vi har gjort i de 2 første episodene, så spilte vi som Garrett, som min favorittkarakter i hvert fall til nå. Og så som Ethan, som har blitt lord av Skogokterhuset. Det gikk sånn halvveis bra, type. Og nå spiller vi som Mira, eller hva faen, i et eller annet kongerikeplass-ting-greie i England. Så ja, det var basically det for denne episoden her. Tusen takk for at du så på. Trykk om ned, bli med til Armeen i dag, så snakkes vi i neste episode. Ha det bra.
I feel paralyzed.